Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and here I'm again with reading for the messages for the week. And let's begin. I'm going to keep in 4 cards, and then you can go ahead and choose pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. Pause the video if you would like a little more time, and I'm not placing any objects. Please use your intuition and choose the card. Pile 1, let's begin. We'll start again with our Osho deck. Please give us 3 cards for pile 1. Okay, that's 3 cards, and let's use child 1 card. So pile 1, what you have here is the first set. If you can see, there is a breakthrough, and that's clarified by the World card. I think probably if you were stuck with some project or any kind of work, right, that you were not able to complete, and what I'm seeing here is that you're going to be able to I think there was some kind of a blockage, and you're going to be able to find a solution and go ahead, and it means that you will be able to achieve what you need to do, and you are on that absolute right path, and you will be able to complete that particular project or work that you have definitely undertaken, right? And if you see, I think the mid part of the week, what I am seeing here is that you're going to be, I guess for some reason, I'm not sure, but I'm seeing a lot of stress. If you're going to be feeling guilty about a certain set of things, and with the 5 of Swords as well here, it's like be a little careful if nobody is going to be like taking away your ideas or anything, but you are going, don't let it stress out, because the next set of cards actually tells you that you are actually not going to be stressed out. You should not be stressed out too much. This is more of your mind being you're going to think a lot of thoughts, and that's what's stressing you out, and various combinations or permutations that we usually come up with. Don't do that, and also be a little careful of where your thoughts are going, because align it. It's not going to help you in the long run if you're going to just end up feeling too many, there are times that you just start thinking of too many combinations and like what's going to happen, and it's more of just going with the flow and just leave it. And I think this is more of guilt feeling, and it says that don't feel guilty, you are on the right journey. So I think let go. And if you have taken someone's idea or anything, I think the only way I would rather tell you is that go and acknowledge it to the person and say that this is what we've used, and actually be in gratitude. And I think that will actually help you get out of this guilt position, right, for you to be sailing through. Else it's going to make you feel guilty. I think the last set of cards here is like it's like this pregnant woman who has to really wait for for delivering her child. There is nothing that you can do more. When you have sowed the seed, you have to wait. And but it's a beautiful energy. It's it's the blessings of the moon and the mother earth. Whatever probably you have sowed is going to come into fruition, but you need to wait. And I think somewhere it also tells you that see here, can you see this car here? It's actually saying if you're planning to take a journey, I'm just trying to see if you're planning to take a journey or go ahead. you may have to wait for a certain set of time to go ahead, but you can definitely plan and do so. And I think it's more of, if you were trying to go outside or invest in something which is very different from you, look beyond your current resources, look a little beyond. That's why you'll be able to do. But I'm seeing here more of a journey part. But so you are wanting to travel probably across a certain a state or a country, and you probably need to just wait a little more time, and it will come in handy for you to considering the current situation as well. It's asking you to hold, but you can definitely move forward a little later ahead. And lastly, let's have a look at your messages. This is messages from the Triple Goddess. It says that don't back down and stand up for what you believe is right. So, I think it's that stress and guilt and the tension that you're going to have. It's like, don't feel that. I think, if you, it sometimes, it says that, if you believe a certain thing is right, go ahead and put it. You don't need to be shouting down from the windows. It can be presented in a very beautiful manner. Be assertive and think through how you want to present it and how you want to say it, but don't back down. And I think that sometimes that's what's required, to go ahead in this part of the journey for you. Pile 1, I hope this messages resonate and it helps you through the week. Thank you for coming back. Welcome, Pile 2, and here's your messages that we will take at the last. And let's start with your Osho cards. We're going to take 3 cards for the week. We've got the same card for Pile 1 as well. A lot of waiting, guys. A lot of being patient. And let's clarify these cards with the tarot deck. Interesting. Okay, and the last one. Pile 2, it's a very lovely, the set of cards that have come in, so beautiful. See these cards. Can you see this flowering which is happening inside of this person's body? It's actually trying to tell you that, you are probably going to get a little more light within you. You're going to be, which is really, it's matched with the sun card. It's like the energy of the sun or the light within. It's not the outside light, it's the light within you which is going to be awakened, and you are going to be flowering from inside. And it's that kind of maturity in terms of how you take things ahead and how you view life. So many aspects of every relationship or everything that we deal with. I think that it's saying that it's going to bring that sense of maturity, and it's going to happen because the light within you is going to be awakened, and that's going to bring about that perspective to you. I think that's the first part of your week is where I'm seeing those kind of energies. Very interestingly, I've got the same card in Pile 1. You can have a look at it if you need to. See, again, this is the Wheel card, which I am really seeing. I think what I'm seeing here is, it's like, again, it's the energies of the moon that I am getting messages from, and the tides are going to be changing. Some things which are going to come into fruition is going to come, but yet you have to wait for some more time, definitely. And whatever you sowed is going to reap. Can you see these flowers around her? She's constantly waiting. It's going to come into fruition, but you have to wait. And that's what the wheels are also saying. It's that, the wheels, the tides are changing, definitely. Look at this person, she has a set of dices as well. She is so much in control. And look at the balance of here, all those wheels here. And she knows for sure that, it's going to come her way of, So whatever you've been going through and whatever you've sowed through is going to come into positive light. I think that's what I'm seeing, but yet you have to wait for some more time. The tides are definitely changing. And lastly, it's actually asking you to go with the flow. I mean, don't go against the flow, because sometimes what happens is, but what about things that you are, sometimes if you get a little more impatient, we want to, postpone things. No, I mean, there's a certain journey of the path of the moon that we have to wait. You can't fast track, asking the moon to come, the full moon to come a little earlier, or the new moon to come a little earlier. It's going to take its journey, definitely. So it's actually saying, that's what it's saying, is like, go with the flow. And probably, definitely, this card is actually going to help you with this, to accept things as they are and to move in your journey ahead. Guys, forgive me for the noise. I am sitting next to a window, and there are kids playing outside. So, and you know what? I think it's like this, going with the flow, and it seems that you are actually going to move ahead with a lot of grounding of energy, and but you are moving ahead. And I think that whatever journey that you're going to be taking in is also going to help you with the kind of financial stability that you are probably seeing. Through whatever steps you're going to take is going to actually help you. But this energy is more of from a perspective that you have grounded yourself, you know exactly where you need to go, you've thought through, and it's nothing in something that you haven't thought well through. So guys, just go with the flow with whatever opportunities that you're going to get, and that's what is going to really help. I think be grounded, take your steps very carefully ahead, think through and move ahead. I think that's what your pile is saying. And let's have lastly a look at the messages from the goddess, right? Haha, so beautiful. It's the blessings of Goddess Kali, which is saying endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. It's again, sometimes what happens is when the inner light comes in, right? You actually change, you realize, you see perspectives, you see different perspectives. The way we look at a certain thing actually brings about such a big change. And also she's asking you to let go of things that are not required. With the wheel, when there is a wheel, you need to let go of some things. You can't hold on to something. And again, there's so many cards that actually resonate with this energy. If you're going to stop and if you're going to not go with the flow, you can't go with the flow unless and until you release of something with the baggage, right? Or whatever past things that we have, you need to let go of it so that you can go with the flow of the energies. And look at the colors, it's so much resonating with each other, guys. So I think just remember that in mind, that you may have to go. And I think I'm just suddenly seeing a lot of green color. Just pay attention to the color green here as well. I'm not sure if it's the planet Mercury which is also affecting you. So just pay attention, a little more green color. Probably water your plants. Be with nature. Maybe that's what is grounding energy, which is very much needed for pile 2. Hopefully pile 2, this resonates and helps you through the week. And thank you so much for coming back. Pile 3, welcome. I've kept your the message from the goddess aside. We'll take it in the last. Let's start with the Osho cards. We'll take 3 cards for the week. That's your control. What else we have? Schizophrenia. And last is friendliness. Okay. Let's clarify these cards now. Clarify the control card. Okay. Schizophrenia. Just going to arrange it so that you can have a look at it. Just a sec. The friendliness card. Okay. Pile 3. So your first set of cards, it seems that I'm seeing a lot of, see, can you see this person is, you know, he's actually surrounded by so much of, structures that are actually binding him, and he is under so much of rigidity. It seems that the person feels that the person has a lot of, you know, the power. You definitely have the power, but this kind of rigidity is not actually going to, help you in the long run. That's what, it's sometimes we need to take things under control, but here I'm feeling it's more rigidity. You need to loosen up, else you will not be able to use the powers that you have within. It's going to work against you. See, creation of this magic, of this whirlpool, where you are trying to use your own energy, is not going to happen in synchronicity, or you're not going to be able to generate that energies that you want for yourself if you're going to be so rigid. You have to break away. I mean, don't get over possessive, or I may be using the wrong word here. Being in control always, I think it's, you sometimes have to just let go and use your power wisely. You are a very powerful, you've got everything within you, but what I'm seeing here is you're trying to keep everything in control, and that's not going to work for you, because that's again clarified by the next card, which is saying that look here, the moment you lose control, you're going to have this kind of, you're stuck between both buildings. For this person, literally there's no other option other than leaving these two and then just going down. It's going down, it's trusting in God and just moving down ahead. You are going to be so shit scared, typical, in terms of, you are actually going to be really scared of letting go, these two pillars that you're holding on to, because you feel you're in control if you're going to let go, and that's what the fear is going to be all about. But if you're not going to let go, you're going to be stuck there forever, and literally you have to at some point of let go. I think sometimes it's just letting go and trusting in the God, and that's where you'll be able to create that energy and that flow of things that you want. And I think here, see, I think it's more of what I fear is that either you really wanted to explore something outside. Again, these are a set of cards that have repeated in pile 1. You are so stressed out either about some opportunity coming your way, and or something related, that you are looking beyond. It's not happening, and that's stressing you out too much, but it's not going to help you at the end of the day. If you don't go with the flow, sometimes it's going to be it's going to cause you unnecessary stress, which you don't really want, because it's all your thinking, and all that the tension is something that you have created on your own, right, ultimately, and that is causing a big stress. I think what is actually asking you to be here is let go of that control, because the moment you become rigid, you're not going to be able to connect with people. Right now the time is asking you to connect with people. See this yellow and the pink tree, and look at this orange that's created. It's that color, that beautiful combination of thing is not going to happen unless and until you work with each other. And that energy synchronicity can only happen when you let go of the rigidity, when you let go of the stress that you have, and you will not be able to find ways and means of creating this beautiful synergy that is definitely needed, guys. And I think here it's again saying that see, it's not that you don't have the power to do. I feel there's so many cards that's actually trying to tell me that you are so much in, you're very you have so much of power, but here I feel a lot of rigidity and a lot of that you're not willing to break through. You may have to let go of certain things for this friendliness to be made. People view you as a very rigid person, a very lonely person, and who is, see, you are very powerful in your thoughts as well, the way you can happen, but this energy is not you need it at the right time, at the right place, of course. But what you need right now is this friendliness. You'll have to just let go of this to enable this union, or that kind of energy to come out, to make your life beautiful and others as well. Else it's going to be a little tough week in terms of how you view things, and probably and how others view you as well at the end, right? And let's have a look at what your messages from the goddess says. Okay, it's a medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. See here, you're absolutely powerful. You can use your energies for anything and everything. You have the ability to make changes, and if you wish to use your energy in the right direction, it will change, right? So this energy, this synchronicity, or this beautiful combination, and look at this, all are very powerful cards, all are powerful cards. You know your powers here, control, and look at this card as well, right? So you are a channel. Understand something, that your actions determine how others feel. So remember, whatever actions you do can also be like a healing ability for someone else. So keep that in mind, pile 3. I hopefully the messages help you and resonate with you for the week, and thank you for coming back. Welcome, pile 4. I've kept your message from the goddess aside. We'll take these cards last, and let's begin with your Osho deck. We'll take 3 cards. Let's clarify these cards with the tarot deck. Sharing. Okay. Pile 4, a very interesting set of cards, and somehow I just feel there are in fact 3 sets of people here, and maybe I'll just add some in more cards to understand the flow. Let me just walk you through, and let's see, then we'll add cards as we go through. And see, can you see the sharing cards, the sharing card here? It seems that and look at this card here. This person is mature, and he's balanced out. He has everything, and he's relaxing. So I think the card is trying to tell you is that there are times that when we have abundance, go ahead and share it with others. Sometimes it's probably, it makes you feel better, and I think that's what the maturity also brings in. When you realize that instead of share your blessings ahead, is what I would rather tell you. In whatever form or shape, I think that's when the abundance also increases, and that's where the light within you also keeps shining. I think definitely go ahead and share your abundance. It's the week of where probably a little more light, and you are in a journey where you are going to be comfortable. The light is going to shine with you, and the God and the goddesses probably, or the energies of the universe has blessed you with abundance. and go ahead and share it. I think that's the message for you, sharing of the light within. It need not be any physical, sharing of the light within, giving comfort to someone, or physically actually sharing food, or any sort of thing that you're comfortable with. I think that's what the card is trying to tell us here. I think now this are a little more disjointed messages here, guys. I think the message here is like, don't be so much in again, throughout these piles today, I've been having cards repeat in different piles. So I think this was repeated in pile 3. Have a look at it as well, guys, in case the messages resonate from that particular piece as well for you. Again, look at this person is so much in control, right? He is so rigid in his views or, thoughts. And the moment he's going to shake, the structure is going to literally break, right? And you feel that, whatever you've thought through or whatever you're saying is the right way to go. Whereas if you actually relieve, just loosen that bit, you're actually going to come up with a fantastic and a beautiful idea for you to go forward. And it's going to be, in synergy with actually what is required, right? Can you see the circle of light? It's actually showing a lot of synergy, and it's actually showing a lot of joy in what you create. This kind of a control or rigidity is not going to actually really help you. It's not. Maybe the idea or suggestion or the thinking process there maybe is not the right one, because there is something new that you probably have to think through. But that idea is only going to come through provided you're able to let go of that rigid feeling or the thought. And maybe it's just about listening to someone else's ideas and be willing to open and explore. Have an open mind, listen. You can definitely analyze the positives and the negatives of each and every idea, but be willing to be open, and that's what's actually going to really help you move forward. Okay, lastly, I don't know, usually, the card, I think if you've seen through my earlier readings or anyways where I say a little different meaning to this card, but I don't know, somehow I'm getting that, maybe guys, you may have to postpone a certain set of things, it's causing you a little stress. But I am getting the feeling this time is like maybe it's not the right time to jump through this window right now. It's beautiful, but maybe there is something that you need to really analyze before you're willing to take that step of stepping out. I think the 10 of Wands is actually a big time stress. You are undergoing a lot of stress. It seems that you really worked hard to where you are, and you need to move ahead. But sometimes I just feel that when for you to go to a different a journey in life, sometimes you just need to wait for a bit. So it's just asking you to postpone. I don't know, that's what I'm getting the reading saying, guys. Just postpone for a bit. The light is there, but I just feel just wait for a little more time. You are nearly there in terms of completion of your journey. You will be able to make it, but I think just a little more time, and then you will be able to walk out. If you're deciding to maybe you've really worked really hard to move out of this place, but it's just asking you to be wait for a little more time. And I think the entire stress is on you. Are you willing to share the load? Look at things that you need to just leave away. There's sometimes when you look at this person, when you're on a journey, maybe there's some extra load that you generally carry, and I think it's more of distribution of any kind of responsibility of any load with others, so that the journey becomes easy, and whatever you need to do. And because you're taking the entire responsibility on yourself, you're not able to jump through the window. You're not able to, you've worked hard to go here, but that is where you're not able to go. And that is where the postponement comes in. Guys, if there's a team that you're working with, go ahead and share a certain responsibilities, make them accountable for, whatever you're doing. And if, in terms of your relationships and everything, guys. Take time out for yourself. You definitely need that. Maybe you're really stressed out with the amount of responsibilities that you are taking in. I think it is time to de-stress a bit, and also go ahead and share responsibilities. That's when it's going to make it easier for you to go ahead. Right now it's not the time to jump through this window. You just need to wait a little while. I think, guys, it's more of just realigning your responsibilities of how much you can take and how much you cannot take, and then moving ahead, right? And lastly, the messages from the goddess. It's guiding children. You're good at helping, counseling and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. I think see, I somehow feel that you are a person who has taken so much of responsibilities, and you're stressed. It's not that you can't do that. I think a stress doesn't come out when you work. If you do not own something and you're responsible for something, that means you are a worthy person in terms of trying to tell people and teach children that kind of any kind of a habit or a behavior. I think you are, and I think it's actually saying that go ahead and distribute the workload. I think I'm feeling here is like it could be children or your own team members. Go ahead and guide them. You will be able to push them through. So actually these cards is what I'm majorly seeing resonates here. You have the ability to do so, guys. Use it. And also this card, more so for the King of Pentacles, whoever resonates with this, it's that because you have achieved this status, right? That's when you'll be able to teach a child or teach any person, right, of how to, if you're stuck with something, that experience helps you. Including, I'm not going to leave this middle pile as well. If you're going to be able to break through and come here, that's an experience. That's a fantastic learning that you have. And I think that's where the counseling comes up. I think the overall energies is that, guys, you have the power to do so. You just need to use it. You have that energy and power. Use your experience. Use your thoughts wisely. And I think that's what's going to really help you through the week. Thank you, Pile 4, and I hope the messages resonate and help you. And thank you so much for coming back to my channel.